Hello everyone, I hope my mic is working just fine today. Welcome to day 2 of In a Seashell Splat Zones Brazilian tournament only for the best teams in our community. We will start in just a few seconds. We're just finishing up the lobby right now. Just a heads up right now, currently we still have the same results from the round day 1 still going, so it is a um, cumulative tournament with 4 days, just as a heads up. This is going to be day 2 on July 10th. We're going to be starting with Top Squids versus the Killing Squad on Schellendorf Splat Zones. This indeed is a very interesting choice of first map of a tournament, seeing that it is not considered one of the most beloved maps of the community because of the glass, especially before the patch where they decreased the height of the glass and also enlarge a little bit the areas inkable on the glass. The teams are just finishing up setting up their weapon choice. If you're having any problems like with my mic or my voice, you can speak up in the chat. I have just finishing up setting up most of the things on my computer screen with the maps, the Discord with the teams that are going to be being streamed by myself and the other streamers, and not only setting up the capture card and the internet settings for me to spectate those matches. Okay, we're just ready to go. Let me just transition now to the first match of the game. Um, okay. We're starting up with Top Squids Green, and I am already very, very uneasy by the fact that I see 4 rollers against the Killing Squad, and I can't find any way to defend this comp. This is literally not a common competency in League as a regular thing. This is just 4 rollers trying to paint the zone while also trying to support the players, the Crackon roller and the Carbon Cloud, the Dynamo and the Flinza just paint as much as they can for them to push. This is, I don't know, this is contradictory, extremely contradictory. But they have obviously more ink compared to like, actually no, the Slayer of the Killing Squad being the Luna Blaster has the advantage with the Luna Blaster being a very fast playing weapon. They managed to cap the zone using his bomb rush, but still, it seems that it's just going into Top Squid's favor this match. They have the ink to pretty much do whatever they want. They already camping the glass on Killing Squad side, but it just doesn't seem to be able to. Yeah, the Rain's gonna get the tries rush. Oh, almost get it actually, but the Dynamo finishes off on the right side of the map. So Top Speed is just basically doing a simple setup with the Dynamo being the one in control of the zone, making sure that no one of the Killing Squad manages to pass through the amazing wall of specials they are coordinating with the Booyah Bomb and the Tenta missiles from the Flingza roller. While he stays in mid, he was just uh, basically letting his teammates jump back to him if they get splatted, and the other rollers were just in front trying to slay the Killing Squad. I would say that there is a difference in between being, how do I put it in a simple way? I'm not gonna sugarcoat this, but yeah. they were using their rankings in favor. They had the advantage with the killing squad not being at none of their teammates being X-ray. I have no clue if they were being coached by someone, so they could have a little bit more advantage. Still, I appreciate that at least the killing squad had the not the nerves, but like they thought things through beforehand with a proper comp. One backliner being the heavy deco with the bubbles, the Neo Luna Blaster with the Bomb Rush. That's understandable. Why would you choose Bomb Rush for Splat Zones? Luna Blaster still is one of the most I consider it a very easy weapon to use compared to the other blaster. I'm garbage with the range blaster. The Luna blaster I consider it easier to use, and it is a very fast killing weapon, especially if you get close range. The bucket and the dynamo also they paint a lot, so their comp was very well fought, very well strategized. But I don't say they play bad, but I don't want to. They're basically memeing. Top Squids was memeing on the first match. Yeah, that's right, Narumi. There is a very high skill skill gap in between the X players. All team members being X players, and the other team not even one being X. Just I think one was S plus, the other was S, and two A plus. They're gonna keep going for the roller comp, and now they're changing the comp with Explosher Bubble, Blobber, Tentabrella, and the Dapple Dualies Miville. It's not a bad comp per se. Ooh, I was actually shooting for the Dapple Dualies. There's a double going for the Flanger Roller right here. Damn, Top Script managed to get a 2 killing squad. Now, Dapples, don't do it. It's not worth it. No, Dapples, you're alone. You're gonna get pinched by the Tentamissiles and the Roller. No. Blob, keep painting the zone from above. Don't drop. You have to keep pressure. This is rain from above, but this time it's not from above, it's from below, and it's from the Flanger Roller from Shell. No, Blob, don't drop. The rollers are above you. They're gonna just ink above you, and you're gonna get splattered. Please, Dynamo, have mercy on them. Come on, killing squad. You have 2 specials. You can coordinate something. That's nice. They lost their other bubble. Splat roller was waiting underneath. And this is gonna be GG's for Top Squids. I saw that you wanted to do a curling pose, didn't you? You did. There is no sugarcoating on my behalf. If I see that is a potential meme, I'm gonna call it out. It is a potential meme team against a team that is trying their best. Yep. A slaughterhouse. I'm gonna go power here so he can actually see what actually a slaughterhouse is, because this is what I am seeing right now on this room. For those who don't know, Slaughterhouse is one of the top division teams in the community worldwide. Their acronym is SH, just for those who didn't get the joke, it's just that their name is Slaughterhouse. Anyway, moving on, we have Splat Zones and Skipper Pavilion. I think this was present on the last tournament, I'm not completely sure. It's been a week. Oh yeah, I do remember, because we had a disconnection from bootleg team, and they had to they by mistake replay the match, and they were just quit partying on top mid. It was a good squid party. Yeah. Okay. Last match of round 1. Top Squids versus Killing Squad. The question is gonna be remaining. Are they gonna change? Are they gonna change their comp? Are they gonna try at least doing a proper team? Because here's the thing, if you are willing to go 4 rollers, I want to see you do that against Gristle Squad, Bootleg, and bootleg New Octo or No Wink Brother. I actually dare you guys to do it if you are that cocky. But the question is, are they gonna change comps? Are they still gonna go with the roller, or is Killing Squad gonna change again with maybe a different comp, and maybe get one victory over Top Squids? Now here's the thing. My advice for you guys is, remember, this is a map with at least 3 points where rollers can shark underneath the drop zone and splat you before you even touch the ground. You have to be aware the Carbo and the Splat Roller are famous for doing those things. Um, you have to be mindful that you guys are not running armor on neither of your comps. I think, no, on the first match they were, and they're not running now. Be careful, don't drop, be patient. That's what I'm giving you to as advice. Okay, so the Dynamo was trying to get the splash on the beginning of the match over there. Now, they're trying to push the rolls and they got pincered. Skinning Squad got pincered in mid by the remaining roller that went up with the Dynamo on top. Don't drop! Sploosh! No! You're alone. No mercy. Come on. No, it's 2v1 splat duelies. Get specials, please. Oh no. Get away from the edges, please. Finally, a kill. Cap the zone. If you cap the zone, I'll be happy. Nice, okay. Now remember. Well, I was gonna say to watch the back, but yeah. Oh, nice. Nice kill from the Firefin. Yes, let's go Firefin, but you have no turf to use your special or to survive. And there goes the splash over there. Yeah. It's another slaughterhouse. Oh. Hello Max. Hello Noemi again. The meme of 4 rollers. Oh, that's his name. Oh, I got it. I get it now. I get the pun. I actually didn't see it. It's funny hearing Fern saying advices. What do you expect me to say? I don't want to be like they're feeding. Okay, they were feeding, but like I need them to fight against the cockiness of Top Squids. It's just that the match was just too much for anyone to keep a straight face. It's not that easy to be sugarcoating teams when they were like not fitting. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was round 1. Let's keep a look on the round 2 at least. Let's see what maps we have. Let's see, cause like apart from me, I can see that Bootleg managed to 3-0 Clambriteros de Cebola again, compared to last week when they also fight on the first round and they also got 3-0'd by Bootleg team. In other news, there is still 4 out of 6 teams still fighting for their matches. We don't know if they're in the second, first, or the end of the third because they only update the website once they get the final results. Moving up to round 2, we have Inkblot Art Academy, Camp Triggerfish, and Makermart. Now this is very interesting because Art Academy is a zone, Makermart is one zone, but Camp Triggerfish is 2 zones. Interestingly enough, the fact that the Camp Triggerfish is not only a very interesting, how do I say it? The fact that they have 2 zones and they're kind of in different places of the map compared to like the Reef with 2 zones, but they were very close to each other. The fact that that map is very intricate because you actually have to divide well your teammates in order to comport well-coordinated pushes, well-synced specials, and getting the elbows, the areas after the zones, not the crates, but the far left and far right, they're very well designed for placing beacons, having a backliner standing there so slayers can jump to him. By just standing over there, they can easily watch two zones, but they also get vulnerable by teams that are walking from the catwalk and sandbags trying to retake those places. So it's a very, I would say it's more like a more patient game because you cannot rush that map that easily. So Camp Triggerfish is the one I'm most intrigued to see right now. In the meantime, Inner Peace managed to beat Painting '07 by 3-0. We're still waiting on two other teams. Um, the other streamer is still streaming the first round of their. Oh, he actually just finished it. So we right now just got news that New Octo managed to beat Skull Squid with a 3-0 result as well. Meaning you only have two other teams possibly waiting on results. And because it took maybe this much time to get three matches from four different teams, I'm expecting Grisco Squad that is fighting Team Neo BR. Maybe one of them, they still lost, obviously, because it's gonna end eventually. But maybe one of those teams managed to get a victory over the other. Maybe it's a 3-1, or oh, actually no, I'm confused. This is not a best of five. This is just play all three matches. Sorry, my mistake, my mistake. So yeah, we're just waiting on that. Maybe they had some technical difficulties with the disconnection. Maybe that's what's happening. Let's see. I'm checking the help desk in order to see if anything happened in the meantime. I'm very uh, trying to be very low with my volume, considering that I'm breathing over the mic on my head. Which, by the way, is it better? Does it have less echo compared to last week? Is like my fluctuation when I go very exhilarate by saying something like "Don't feed for the love of the great Zapfish." Is it better or is it worse? Hello, Plasmoid777. How are you today? We're just waiting on round two to start. We still need two more teams to finish the matches, and this is a play all matches tournament, and with 4 rounds per day per week. So we're still waiting on two other matches. I still don't know who am I going to be streaming on the next round. I'm but I do see that I think we lost one of the streamers compared to last week. Last week we had three streamers, two in Portuguese, one in English, being myself, and now I think we only have one English and one in Portuguese. Um, and it's also my second day trying to use OBS, and I noticed that if I leave the game on the gaming results, it's gonna get very noisy. So I'm gonna leave it on the lobby, so my mic doesn't pick the noise coming from the TV. Okay, we got the second to last result coming in right now. No Wink Brother managed to beat Splat Squad with a 3-0. Damn, there's a lot of 3-0s here. This probably means that the six teams I got a 3-0 will probably fighting on the next round, but uh, I don't know. Does the challenge will consider the fact that some of these teams already fought last week? I'm not an expert on challenge, but like, oh, actually, in other news, there is actually another team that joined the tournament this week. They're called Small Fry, and I think I know. Okay, let's see. Small Fry. Who is Small Fry? Okay, let's see right here. Open original. We have right now. Let's also zoom in. Small Fry. Where are you? Oh, here. So we have Daniel. Wait, yeah. We have Daniel, Zach. We have Don. We have Meatbee. We have Dreams, Max Rays, Dantas, and IFL. Those are the teams that just joined the roster for the tournament this week. They don't have the results because they didn't play last week, so they got a bye. Because I just noticed right now we have 13 teams instead of 12. That's actually good to know. Like another team for the tournament is always appreciated. We always wanted to see you guys play and fight to get to the top. Uh, we also, let's see what else we have here. Some of the things that I didn't pay attention last week is I think there were some people that also managed to get a some subs, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think maybe Inner Peace. It was Inner Peace last week. Let's see. No, Inner Peace wasn't last week. Actually, there were some teams that dropped compared to last week and then rejoin again. I'm seeing a lot, some different names here. So we have Killing Squad. Were you? Yeah, you were last week. Assassin's Squid. You also were last week. Splat Squad. Killing Squad. Were you on both? No, Killing Squad wasn't last week. They are also a new addition to the team, to the tournament. Interesting. Okay, it's actually good to know. In the meantime, did we finish? No, Griska Squad still hasn't finished their match. Hmm. Yeah, Inner Peace is also a new addition to the team. It actually quite interesting because I think the captain of the team is called Indio, and he managed to get okay, so he was on Squid Crazy. They dropped, and then Indio came back with a different team called Inner Peace, and they actually are a pretty strong team that can actually get some wins over Grisco Squad, Top Squids. They have Indio, obviously the captain, Yuk, Magdiel, Pedro BR, and Sombrinha. Interesting. Okay, this is actually going to be a little bit more interesting than I initially thought. Okay, let's go back to the brackets. Let's see if now we have results. We still don't have results. Griska Squad, can you please hurry up? One of the things I'm gonna try to do for the next week is like make a setup for the if you ever seen one of the tournaments in Smash, especially like the quarantine tournament series, something like that, they were doing like a setup with some plushies for the tournaments where they were just like being the placeholder for the players they were playing. Okay, after me just talking nonsense all the time, we managed to get our results. Grisco Squad beat Team Neo BR by 3-0. So now we're gonna see Inner Peace versus No Wink Brother. I already see the room open. I'm gonna join the room momentarily. In the meantime, I'm just gonna get the password. Okay, we're just waiting a little bit on the teammates to join the room. Uh, Now, here's an interesting thing. Last week, we only saw No Wink Brother play in one match, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was the last one. They have 5 members, and I believe they will be managing themselves in between who is going to be playing now and later. So probably going to get a little bit of times in between the matches. Maybe that's why it was taking so long on round 1. But now round 2 is going to be starting pretty soon on Inkblot Art Academy. And one of the players just left. And they didn't pay attention. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Um, I'm not playing, guys. I'm the streamer. I'm actually gonna change my name to streamer so people don't. For fuck's sake, I'm taking a picture of this. And they crashed the room. Let's give them a time because if people complain about the NA lobby being this bad, imagine here. Okay, no offense now. Those mistakes happen. That's completely normal. Um, I don't blame them for not paying for pressing A too fast and not paying attention to 9 people, etc., etc. That's okay. Those things happen from time to time. Yeah, let me put the sound a little bit. Let's go back to the transition scene, guys. And we're back. Maybe now they will know that. Maybe now there won't be any mistakes. They can start the first match of round number 2 of in a Seashell Splat Zones. Now back to what I was commentating. You need to put me in spec. Thank you. This is gonna be a very. Well, where's my camera? Okay. We need to understand a little bit of what's going to happen here. We have, if I remember, we have Google on a Splusher Carbon, MV1734, probably with a mid or also Slayer weapon. Pasaka and Lina will be working as a mid and backline. Now Indio is gonna be probably a Keisha. Yuk is probably gonna be a Dapple duelist. It's been a while since I actually saw her play. Maybe actually change one of her weapon pools. I'm not familiarized with João, the person with the Japanese name, with Yoshima P. Okay. And Magdiel, I'm not familiarized with the play by heart, so they're probably gonna be like something including support or maybe backlining and midlining. just double check my mic, the stream, because I don't want to make the mistake again of screwing up as I did last week. So we're starting the second match on each block, a zone and a top mid. Interesting. I was wrong about the sploosh on the hands of Guga. Okay. Interesting setups. Let's go. Nice angle throw, but unfortunately the heavy was smart and actually went backward. Just don't throw in the crate. Nice. That is possible to do if you just have very bad aim. Rin is being very good keeping the pressure. Even though they don't have the zone, they have still their drops, which is pretty important, so they can actually have access to it and paint it. No, Ink Brothers managed to get another pick. They got 2 picks right now. They managed to control the map pretty well. They got another pick on the sploosh. The NZAP is trying to get a little bit of armor so they can actually start pushing on their drop. I understand the idea of sharking to get people that's gonna be dropping, but once they throw specials, especially their hammer, that's gonna cost you the game. Yeah, the rain was not helping with that sharking over there. They would not drop if they didn't have any special, and if they did, it would be very it would be not necessarily on that way. So that sharking was a little bit unnecessary. You needed to maybe pressure on the ramp, as the LT was just doing that. Even though they managed to not be able to push anymore, the fact that they pushed that way was a much more successful push compared to just sharking underneath the zone. Especially because you were an NZAP, and compared to a roller that can actually get the splats more efficiently compared to, yep, like that. Now here comes Rain with hammer. They're sinking special. MV doesn't see the hammer and gets splatted, but Pasaka is just behind him and managed to stop any more funny business. Nice control of that flying pressure on the drop. You're very well aware to what the enemy is doing. It's a little bit early of a Booyah Bomb because they didn't have any other specials to support, and the NZAP just basically was close to armor, but not enough to use it with the Booyah Bomb. So even though they lost, because if they would lose the zone to the Booyah, it wouldn't do much. It would just be like uncapped, so the punishment wouldn't be like very noticeable. You needed to like get under a special to push with your teammates. That's my advice to know Wind's brother right now. The heavy and the NZAP also have 2 special now. They can actually they're gonna use Booyah and armor, but unfortunately it's gonna be in vain. Inner piece is gonna get the lead, even closer and closer to 0, assuring them the first win of round 2 maybe. Nice pick on the dapples, but it's not gonna be too much of a difference because the hammer and the pressure of Inner Peace was much stronger, and they secured the first victory of round 2. I would say what made the victory go to Inner Peace was the aggression they had at the very end and the inability to push back to the zone, especially once the Booyah Bomb and the armor didn't do much damage as it could have done. And okay, so they're probably changing either host or changing players because both teams have more than 5 people, 4 people. Let's see. I'm gonna check this score because this seems a little bit weird. Oh no, they were just changing people. That's fair. Now we are seeing Sombrinha from his team Beastie Coys very well. Div 2, I think. It's a very strong team. It's a very strong team. So we're probably gonna see very well placed 96 Gal and pretty much a good aggression and hope. Let's hope actually even some Sombrinha hopes good RNG from the 96. And my screen just gone dark for a few seconds. Yeah, Sombrinha will be playing today. Petite Shadow. How do I say shadow in French? Sombrinha wants me to speak in French now. I'm gonna Google that. And also we had two people for No Ink Brother and one for Inner Peace joining in. That was a very interesting substitution. They pretty much changed most of their comp. Interesting. Oh yeah, Petite Ombre. That's how you say little shadow in French. So Petite Ombre will probably pick the 96 gal right now. Now, as I said before, this is a two zones map, with them being technically apart from each other. So it's gonna be a not a decision, but like division of people going left and right. Let's see their comps. Okay, they didn't change much. We do see now the Yuke is using the release structures instead of the splat release. Nice. It was a good callback on that because you could have probably get splatted by the roller, and you fall on the map. Interesting. Okay, back to the map. So No Ink Brother managed to get both zones here. I'm assuming that once the Inkjet lands, if they don't manage to get any picks, okay, they're not gonna be able to take the left zone. I'm gonna be using it's gonna be a little bit hard because the camera changes a little bit, so using left and right is more of the perspective of teams. The Inner Peace managed to safely capture both zones back again and die to Enzak defending their ramp on their side. Maybe now they can actually recap the first zone and not die to the hammer in the meantime. Here comes the missiles coming from side, trying to get the higher ground so he can use the jet scorcher even more to his advantage. But the heavy, although seems a little bit not scared but like pressured by it, managed to get one of the kills on his teammates. They kept their zone. Now they just need to keep a little bit of the other zone so they can actually get the penalty and make the match last a little bit longer. Ooh, there was a good pressure over the duelies, but unfortunately they still don't have both zones. And close call with that splat bomb over there. This is a very interesting now. This is the match is pretty much balanced, even though No Ink Brother doesn't have much of a lead. They're still like short on 88 points. Inner Peace is having some difficulties trying to recap the other zone. Now Pasoka is aware that it's coming someone from behind. He managed to not get splatted. He lost his zone, but that's okay. He needs to maintain his position. He throws the rain, not to the zone, and it's Inner Peace game. That's interesting. Even though he didn't die, he didn't play bad that time. He was trying to do three things at the same time. Avoid, I think there was a hammer that passed through him. Avoid the other player that was also pressuring him, and getting the zone. Not getting splattered over there was pretty amazing on its own. And so I'm gonna call a good display of skills at least. It was good to see. But yeah, the lack of the amount of pressure that Inner Peace was having at the beginning and the very last end of the match was decisive. They managed to push on their drop, so it was pretty much was game for for inner peace if no Ink Brother couldn't push uh, much more than pretty much their own elbow. They couldn't retake even the other zone because of the pressure of Petit Ombre on the right side. I believe so. So we have three types of internets right now here. We have one from Japan, me from the US, but technically I can be whatever I want because of the VPN of my router, and we have Brazil. That's actually quite amazing. Thank goodness I'm not putting the VPN on Japan because I think it might actually benefit a little bit. I don't know how VPNs work when comparing to like benefiting someone with lag. But yeah, Yoshima. Okay, so if his name is Yoshimura, maybe it's a nickname for Yoshima because that's what is written in hiragana with his name. Yeah, Yoshima. Thank you, Narumi. Okay, third match of round two. Meikomar, a very well favorite of many of the community. Doesn't mean that everyone loves it, but like it's one of the favorites. There was a little bit of lag, but continuing to the weapon list, we see Youth back to the Dapple Duelist, we see a Ray spam Nzap, and we also have another Nzap in the match. So quite interesting to see that No Wink Brother is running two Nzaps. It was considered one of the most aggressive weapons with armor passing the junior on the newest meta, so it running some of the gray Nzap. But the rain Nzap is still not very well seen, and the strategy is just getting rain as fast as you can to get the zone back. Not a bad strategy, but it's very... Actually, I'm not gonna say it's bad or good. It's a very interesting strategy to see the both Nzaps working together. Nice dodge. Oh, it was a good attempt surviving the hammer. Even though he got splattered, it was a good dodge, and then the armor saved it for a little bit of frames. Here comes MV getting the kill on. Nice. Even though they didn't get the zone, it was... No, actually no, they don't have any players to get the zone back. It was... kind of as a lot of it were just like MV went alone, and getting splattered over there was not part of the good trade. At least for their team. For the other team it was perfect. Leaving the Nzap painting the zone all alone. Oh! We got a good display of skills of the Sploosh with the hammer, not only on the last match, but on the second match. And also avoiding the hammer, which is also pretty important. So this is gonna be it for the round 2. Let me go back to the settings of OBS. Okay. Let's see what are the other teams doing in the meantime. Small Fry managed to beat Clambliteiros da Cebola with 2-1. Inner Peace just beat No Wink Brother with a 3-0. Grisco Squad beats New Octo with a 3-0. Killing Squad beats Painting 07 with a 2-1. We still have two other games happening at the same time. Splat Squad versus Team Neo BR, and Bootleg versus Top Squid still happening. Yes, yes, little Shadow, you do play quite well with the heavy. Try the ballpoint as well too. But I did wanted to see a little bit of the 96 from you. I did manage to get that part wrong, but not upset. You did manage to get the... You hold the zone quite well on the Mekomar, not Mekomar, Camp Triggerfish. The camera was not in my favor, so it was always on the right side of the map and on the Slayers and the Nzap, so I couldn't see much of what you positioning. I think I only saw Pasoka with the heavy using a Booyah at one time, but on Mekomar I couldn't see you much. But yeah, on Camp Triggerfish, you play fantastically well. You didn't challenge the Jet Scorcher having more range than you. You get the splat on the Jet Scorcher that was pretty important. Easing the load that was gonna be going on the No Wink Brothers left elbow. I have to remember most of the setups for the for the teams and where the camera was, so I can actually reference back what you were all doing. I don't remember. Were you on the right elbow all the time? On your elbows, basically, on the left of your own zone. I don't remember much. I remember seeing the sploosh and the CDS over there. Okay, Bootleg managed to beat Top Squids with a 3-0. Now we're just waiting on one team, Splat Squad versus Team Neo BR. In the meantime, I believe it's still the same code, so please consider supporting the tournament with the following link. It will help very much to increase the pot for the winner at the end of the last day of the tournament in 2 more weeks from now. We would really appreciate if you did so. In the meantime, I'm gonna get the link for the stream and post it on other places. And while we're still waiting for one more match, so round 3 can start. Okay, we just got results from Splat Squad versus Team NeoBR. The results were 2-1 for Splat Squad. Very, very interesting. Now we're going to round 3. I'm waiting to see who am I gonna be streaming this time. Let's have a look. Let's see. Where is? Okay, I'm gonna be streaming Inner Peace. Wait, what? No, that was last time. Okay, I'm gonna be streaming Bootleg Team versus Inner Peace. Yeah. Okay. I already have the setup. I'm just waiting for the room. Okay, we just gonna be waiting a little bit to start this match. I'm gonna be looking at the map list. I think the first one is gonna be on the Reef. The second and third one are gonna be a Muscle Force Fitness and Anchovy games. Muscle Force Fitness, Anchovy, and the Reef. Interesting enough. Let's see. I don't think. Hmm. Trying to understand. The comp here is seems to be without Thais this time. So they don't have a roller, and most of the slaying will probably be done by Lena and Daniel, I think. Now, how is Inner Peace going to adapt to this new comp? This is gonna be very, very interesting to see, for sure. And let's make sure of the settings. I'm just gonna transition right now in the meantime. Yeah, this is much easier. Okay, so maybe this time we're probably gonna see more action, not menosprezing, not diminishing any of the other teams, uh, but maybe the zone will be more like changing more times in between the teams compared to previous matches. Okay, we're seeing a vanilla comp compared to both teams. They both have a backline with the heavy. This time our Fink is not using a K-Pro. Okay, Dapples with Yuke. And let's begin the game. Getting the first zone and getting the control grid is required for both teams right here and not get flatted or flat. After getting the zone, they're starting to push on their drop. All of the enemy teams on bootleg are down. They're making sure they're baiting as much as they can so they can charge faster. One of the disadvantages of Inner Peace is that they don't have an armor player. So the Inkjet will be a little bit more vulnerable, not necessarily weaker, because that's mostly like depends on the skill of the Inkjet per se. Now here comes Bootleg with a Booyah Bomb for the Heavy, and maybe a second Booyah Bomb for the Dynamo. And unfortunately the Booyah Bomb goes down. The Dynamo goes down. Nice jump from the Heavy, trying to save himself better than getting splattered. But still, Bootleg didn't have control of the zone, and they... Oh, actually, they might get zone here right now. Inner Beast was 2 down just now. Dynamo is trying to make control of Bridge with the Heavy on the side. Heavy on the left. There's 2 on the left. On the drop. Here comes Booyah from Inner Beast. The Dynamo managed to get the splat, but oh my god, that was very close. Getting splattered by the Booyah Bomb. Daniel managed to survive and getting both control of the zone and the very important pressure on the daffodils. Lina goes down. The Inner Beast is trying to get back not only the control of the zone, but the control of the bridge. Something that does give them an upper hand on this match. There's 3 people on the left side. They're getting cornered right now. The Booyah is going to be used to probably get people off the bridge and on the left zone. Here comes the Inkjet trying to keep the pressure on the left side of the map. But unfortunately, Indra is going to have to deal with the Junior that flanked them from on the side. Now, even though they had drop roller, Fink Ink managed to think fast and get the landing on the Inkjet. Very well done, very well done. Now here comes the armor, maybe a little bit too early because they didn't drop and they would not put it special. Here comes the Booyah. The Alpha is trying to get control of the zone with Dapples underneath. Dapples pushing in pretty fast with the rain on her side, and Dapples get the kill. Now Dynamo is doing very good pressure with the NZAP, trying to get the Dapples away from their drop. But the Inkjet gets the kill on the NZAP. Unfortunately for bulls like this, they lose one of their players. Now here comes the Dynamo. The drop roller stays in not only from the Splat Bomb but from the Dynamo field. The L3 is on a 2v1 right now. He was trying to get the stone, but unfortunately they couldn't survive the range of the Booyah Bomb. Not the Booyah Bomb, the Heavy, so they lose the cap. But still, in anyone's game, this is a very close game. Inner Beast with the skill advantage of the flank lead. Both teams are one down on each side. Heavy is a little bit now underneath the bridge and is not being able to apply more pressure than he could if he were above. Dapples gets the splat and is now sharking underneath the zone, so he can actually get the splat on the Dynamo. They managed to get a good trade on the perspective of the Inner Beast. But Bootleg is 2 down with 1 just respawning right now. And another one goes down, they're Heavy. Lina is tagged, it's trying to play a little bit safer. She has armor to counter. They also have Booyah Bomb just now. They do another round of armor, so they can actually cap the zone and apply another second penalty on Inner Beast. If Lina can get the pick on the Heavy, they can actually push back Inner Beast right now. But they get together and the Death is going to get Lina from behind. Well, even if it wasn't the Dapples, they think the Lina was pretty much important. The lead is close to Bootleg's grasp. They managed to get the lead with 20 seconds remaining on the clock. They're one person, only the L3 is standing. They have to remember, it's a drop roller L3! Thinking you saw that twice already. Remember, it's a drop roller. Anyway, continuing. Inner Beast didn't get the cap on both zones at the very end. And Bootleg managed to secure the first victory in the first round. But that was a very, very good match overall. Very good match. And I was recording correctly with the mic mute, not unmuted. That's good for me. And I lost 2 specs. I think I screamed so much that people lost interest on me, maybe. I need to keep watching that. Probably gonna see some substitutions from Inner Ink right now. Oh, we see, I see. Okay, so we got Magdiel now joining the inner ink. Let's see if the sub's gonna do a little bit more pressure compared to last match. Although it was still a good match to watch, and it could still be anyone's game. Now here's the question: is Bootleg gonna change their comps, or they're still gonna run the same setup with 2 Booyah Bombs and 2 armors, which is quite actually pretty strong if you manage to sync armors pretty well within your team. But still, you have to remember not to use armor at the same time, and if you're using Booyah, use it properly so it properly get the zone, and not just to, I mean, it's kind of debatable, it's kind of circumstantial, but yeah, use the Booyah Bombs to get the zone, but like not throw in the same place, because that's not going to make much difference. I wouldn't say you fed, although my camera was on you most of the time. I actually don't think the camera was ever used on this, so I cannot give opinion on you today. Okay, we're starting the second match right now. The comps from Bootleg don't seem to vary that much, but now we see the CDS on the side of you. They also have armor. They drop the backline completely, and that will definitely be a little bit stronger for inner piece because it will complement the inkjet much more. Come on, Pink, you can get the kill on the CDS. Nice play, nice play. Please don't DC me. Okay, I wasn't DC. I didn't lose anything. It's just a little bit odd the camera on behind Pink. Anyway, continuing. Bootleg has the lead on the zone. Inner piece is trying to push now with the Booyah Bomb. Unfortunately, after throwing, Jason gets the kill with the Splat Bomb. Here comes a 2v1 over on the left blocker. Very interesting. The Junior goes down from inner piece. The Jets is trying to push together with the Inkjet. Throws a rain, but it's not going to be enough to keep the zone because the Junior and the NZAP are paying the zone with the Heavy. So Bootleg has the advantage of getting more in on the zone rather than inner piece. They do get it right now. The Heavy was doing a Booyah Bomb to try and apply a little bit more pressure. Now here comes the second Booyah Bomb from the Dynamo, trying to get back the zone and apply a little bit of moral penalty, and they do, getting back to Bootleg's domain. Only the Heavy and the Junior are alive. It's a 2v3 right now. They're pushing left blockers, left zone. They're dividing the Junior and the Heavy together. Junior has to basically jump back in order to secure not only the half special he has, but also not to feed the enemy team. The Heavy goes down on Bootleg. It was a very good move. And now also the Junior also goes down. The NZAP is somewhere in the map, trying to apply the pressure. Let's see. Yeah, the NZAP is behind the snipe. He uses armor to suddenly push with the Dynamo. Here comes the Booyah. Here comes the Splat Bombs as well. They don't manage to get the zone away from inner piece, but they are. Oh, they managed now. Nice. It was a very good cap to apply the penalty over there. Here comes the combo with the Inkjet and the armor. There's one on the trench and one above them. Dynamo goes down with the help of the Inkjet. Ooh, the K-Pro goes down from inner piece. It's just like, I wouldn't say it's out of position, but like I'm seeing that a lot of matches, like 1v1s or 2v1s, are happening at the same time. So it's very hard to keep track of like who could help each one to survive a little bit longer or something. But yeah, Lina is pretty much now just not only managing to secure mid, but securing a good position for herself in order to maintain inner piece away from the zone and securing the victory for good life. I mean, it is a call compared to my perspective. I'm behind your team, so I can't have the name tag show up that much. So I actually press ZL on the controller so I could actually see where she was. Um, I do have the camera automatic, but I can still do a little bit of tricky. Don't call me out on that one, please. Anyway, what is the third map? Anchovy Games. Now, this is a little bit more of a patient game compared to Muscle Forge, because as a backliner per se, with a little bit more experience on backlining than slaying and midlining, if you have control of your platform on the arcade, watching not only who is dropping and fan, you can pretty much secure that area so your team never gets pushed back. But you also have to maintain a good position to make sure that your team is not going to get flanked from their office, but also painting the zone as much as you can. And one of the things I noticed on the last match is that once the heavy used the Booyah, pretty much bootleg team, the amount of ink they were applying on the zone was pretty much reduced substantially, so they couldn't cap the zone, and that's why for 1 frame or a little bit of like 1 second, Inner Peace managed to cap at that time. But here, because you have a more higher ground and the only way they can actually push you is through the fence and other boxes on the left side character perspective, it's more of a maintaining that position, painting the zone, and trying to keep the pressure. Dropping is an alternative, but not necessarily the best. Especially on clan base, but that's not the tournament. Now Bootleg managed to get 2 armors, one after the other, pretty well synchronized, but they didn't manage to get much of the zone in the meantime, while Inner Peace managed to only get armor, missiles, and an ink-jet in less than 30 seconds. It wasn't a matter of how coordinated was the push, it was a matter of special advantage. The L3 knows doesn't need to push that further, because not only is the only one that's a lot of pressure, but is the only one that was mostly close to the fan and they will respawn, so it wasn't the case. Now the Gal goes down and the L3 will have to make a choice of either using the ninja right now or just waiting for the Gal to either respawn or get another armor in less than 20 seconds. 2v1 over here. Lina, I believe, managed to evade and climb to the arcade. Very well done, and survive an inkjet and the pick on the charger. That was very good, Lina, very good. She managed to fool them all, basically. Now the Dynamo here is trying to maintain the zone while avoiding the charger. I believe it's gonna be throw somewhere that the zone can be picked. Nice pick on the Gal over there, but the charger finally managed to get the Dynamo. It's not much of a disadvantage per se, but like because the Dynamo is very slow, is very it's something that the Dynamo player has to keep in mind when facing a charger, especially with the range, which is making sure you don't expose yourself too much so you don't die to the charger. Here comes Lina with a little bit of substrating. Didn't manage to get a trade with the L3. So here comes the Dynamo saving the day. Now they might actually get a cap here because of how the Booyah works. Nice well thrown Booyah from Daniel with the Dynamo. They managed to prolong the match a little bit further this time, but they didn't manage to get control back properly from the arcade. And now right now managed to get a very important kill because that Seashell was pretty much annoying and pushes Inner Peace back to their side of the zone. Booyah that indeed. Now here goes to go back the L3. His shot is just respawning right now. I believe, yeah, you also jump over the left side and the gal has to jump off. Now, it's not the end of the world just yet. We still have pretty much a year left, but Inner Peace has to be very mindful right now. They lost the arcade. They have more of an advantage. They just need to be patient. They use armor right now. They're using Inkjet to get pressure. Here comes the Booyah. Unfortunately, the missile is going to take down the Dynamo. Here comes the K shot. It's a... The Junior is trying to survive right now. It's not... You don't need to cap the zone. You try your best. The jump might be a little bit too aggressive from the end zap. Or, no, actually, I think it was the Dynamo. Anyway, they managed to... Yeah, so... Inner Peace managed to properly secure back their control of the zone by just being patient. That's what they did, and that's what they had to do. Very well done. No, sorry for that. I just pressed X by a little bit of extra. I did say it again. I'm gonna say it one more time. He has drop roller. You throw the bomb and go away from it. Anyway, Bootleg has not the control of the zone. The Charger is a little bit exposed over there with the Fan and the Dynamo in the 2v1. It's a little bit not safe. Nice pick from Little Shadow with the Gal. They still can control back the zone if they just play their cards right. Even if they don't have the Charger, they can actually just secure the zones easily because it was in your life. And I just noticed that right now. Now here it comes. Here comes the Gal. Gets shredded to the Booyah. They secured the zone on the last second, and it's GG's to Inner Peace. Whew! I lost my voice. Yeah, nerf Lina. Although I have to say, Lina met her match, which was a player from Japan. Sorry, I don't want to call it out with the salt that players from Japan had the lag advantage, but it was a good 1v1 that match between the Austri, where are you? Yoshima versus Lina. It was a very interesting, even though Lina failed, it was a very good 1v1 to see and spectate. Thank God the camera was there to watch. And that's it for round 3. Round 4 is gonna be Black Belly, New Albacore, my personal favorite because I'm a backline, but that's just me, and Humpback Pump Track. I'll see you guys in a little bit more of a second. I'm gonna follow up on the results of the match as they come in. We're still waiting for 3 more matches to get the results. We have so far Top Squids versus School Squid on a 3-0, Grisco Squad versus Small Fry, they 3-0 Small Fry, and Bootleg versus Inner Peace, they 2-1 Inner Peace. Victory goes to Bootleg. I'll see you guys in a second. In the meantime, I'm also gonna drink some water because I need it. Bye. And we are back with the final results of round 3. Round 4 is going to start shortly. We're seeing that I'm going to be streaming Bootleg versus Grisco Squad. Are they the actually top 2 teams? Not necessarily. Wait. Challenge is not updating the thing on the bottom of the screen, so I cannot actually see it. Let me give you 1 second. Okay, so Bootleg versus Grisco Squad, the top 2 teams that haven't lost a single match this whole day of tournament. This is gonna be quite interesting, actually. Let me just get the password for the room. Let's see. 2580. It's probably gonna be 2580 again. Yep, 2580 is gonna be the password for the last round of the day. Now let's see back the maps. Okay, first of all, let me just do the results of round 3. Neo Octo beats Splat Squad with a 3-0 score. Team Neo BR fought Clambriteros da Cebola but lost on a 2-1. Grisco Squad, I think I already mentioned, went 3-0 over Small Fry. Top Squids beats Cool Squid with a 3-0 score. No Wink Brother beats Killing Squad with a 3-0. And Bootleg, which we saw, beats Inner Peace with a 2-1. I believe the fact that Grisco Squad was, let's see, Grisco Squad they didn't lose a single match. They are on first place, while Bootleg is on the second. But now that they're fighting against each other, it's gonna be the tiebreaker, and hopefully it's gonna be amazing. Now here is the interesting thing. I'm trying to remember. I think it is the same people from last time. There's actually maybe Thais is not here, but Thais maybe didn't manage to play today. That's unfortunate, but those things happen. We are on the weapon selection screen. Will be starting shortly. Sorry about that. And Black Balance Skate Bar. One of the things that is quite interesting here is 2 zones, 1 top mid. The amount of cheese you can actually pull it off with Blob and Tri-Slosher here is incredible. If you leave the Blob on the top mid, basically just painting the zone, and while your other 3 players of the team are just basically sharking or underneath the drop of the enemy team, it's almost impossible to get it back to the zone if your team pulls these cards off well. This is my not bullshit moment, but like this is an advice that I've seen a lot in solo queue, and I've been seeing a lot in quite in league, is how annoying can a Blob and a Tri-Slosher be on these maps, especially together. Starting now, the first match of the last round of day 2. Bootleg versus Grisco Squad. As I mentioned, here comes the Tri-Slosher on the left, with Rain, Missiles, Armor, and Booyah Bomb. The Heavy already goes down on the left side of Bootleg, probably on a 1v1 Heavy. The zone is pretty much shared between 1v1, like no team actually makes the first dance. On the other, Grisco Squad might actually get one here right now. Here comes a Booyah, but the Tri-Slosher on the right side. The Junior had the right idea, avoiding death, and managed to safely jump out. This is quite interesting. They don't have the backliner yet on the control of top mid. It's just the shooter, the Ghoulies, the ends up and the Ghoulies basically. So no team actually managed to split like 2 down on the other. And this is like basically becoming a 3v3, 4v3, 4v4. Not much of a difference. And now here comes Lena trying to survive the ends up, but unfortunately Okay, now Bootleg has the advantage. They managed to put a 2 down on Briscoe squad. The Dynamo gets control of top mid, being a very well menace to Briscoe. He ends up is falling back, trying to save himself from uncertain demise. And the pressure of Bootleg on this match is just amazing. You can actually see that they are not leaving any gaps for Briscoe squad to go back to the zone. The Heavy and the Duelies had the right idea. 2v1 a Dynamo, making sure that he couldn't do any more pressure on the map, and his presence not with his presence being nowhere else to be seen after getting splattered. They managed to get first penalty on Bootleg. Two people are gonna be missile right now. Unfortunately, the Heavy was splattered over there on a 2v1. It couldn't much be done. The missiles are not gonna do much pressure as they would have done. Unfortunately, he has to go back. And he goes down from Bootleg. The pressure on their side is being a little bit diminished right now. They can actually get another cap here, so they can actually get a punishment. Now here comes the Booyah from the Dynamo as well, and down goes the Dynamite. Sorry, down goes the Dynamo. My bad. Actually, no, I don't apologize for a bad pun. I'm gonna make a ton of those still. Heavy needs to get control of top mid right now, or else you can't actually get anyone standing down there. You can get their zone, but once someone's above you, you're down. Especially the Dynamo. See, much better right now. I say that, I mean lost the zone. I'm actually jinxing myself. Now here comes 4 of them get missile, but it's a 4v2. And Zargina can get the second zone if they play their cards right, but also they can save teammates. The slap bomb was by one frame short for your demise, but nice dodge roll, always respect. And here seems to be that Briscoe squad and Bootleg team are more on a settlement. They can't get much of a push going on right now. Bootleg, I believe, just used armor, and they're trying to get it as fast as they can. Nice pick from the Heavy on the Dynamo on top mid. They actually managed to do a little bit of a good push, trying to pressure a little bit more Bootleg so they can actually get the second zone a little bit safer. He was watching the left. He's trying to flank with the Heavy right now, but unfortunately he's gonna be a beginner against the Heavy. And it was a good 1v1 for the Heavy. He wasn't expecting the beginner to do that, so very well done. Avoid this suction so you don't die getting bursted. Lena's gonna pressure the Heavy right now. Nice, nice. Briscoe squad managed to get a very secure, not secure, but like getting just increasing the lead over and over again. Now Bootleg has to secure the victory over the 5 seconds in the overtime. Gigas takes down the Dynamo. It's a 1v1 right now. Unfortunately, Bootleg is unable to get the zones back in the overtime as the first victory goes for Briscoe squad. Whew. That was quite a pressure match. Like, I feel it was just like playing chess, like you were just pressuring the pawns, pressuring the knights, and once you get a single, not a single mistake, but a single window of opportunity, even if it's small as it is, Briscoe squad managed to get the lead back from the game and securing the first match. Thank goodness I was actually talking and recording. Now let's go for my favorite map, New Albacor Hotel on flat zones. Not necessarily, I like Albacor regardless. Now let's see. My question is gonna be, I'm pretty sure Briscoe is gonna change comps. Like, they're not gonna keep the same comp as they have right now. Bootleg, I'm not sure if they're still gonna keep the same comp. They had the double armor comp with Dynamo and Heavy. But the thing is, Grisco Squad has already faced them many times with that specific comp. So maybe that's why today they're having more advantage over Bootleg than they were previously. I mean, they beat Grisco, they beat Bootleg last week, but I'm giving them a sugar spoon with what happened last week because Daniel had some internet issues and was DCing all the time. But now Grisco Squad has the advantage. They know their tactics pretty well. They have the upper hand to get the next 2 games, in my personal opinion. But still can be anyone's game because both teams can still play very well and pull off a good match, even if it is just by a thread. Yeah, so I was right. Bootleg is now using the K4 instead of the Junior, and Gigas is now using the Fire Fin instead of the Heavy. Now Neves here is aware that he lost zone, but also there's 2 people aware of his position, so he can't actually flank just yet. Nice pick from him, and I think it was the Fire Fin on the Dynamo. Grisco Squad is just managing to lock down. There's 2 people pushing from the left. The Charger is very well positioned in front of the zone, in front of the left bridge. Trying to get a pick on either the Dynamo or the Kippo, but it's a little bit tricky. He is falling back. He is aware of the bomb rush, and he's using not only to get part of the zone, but to get the Dynamo away when he done it. It was a good intention, very well throw of the submarine. Now Bootleg has the opportunity to get the zone and get the lead back because the game was started. Dynamo is just pressuring the zone as much as he can, but it goes down to the Charger on from the side. They get the lead still, but with 2 lanes in zone and the bucket just swimming towards the left bridge, they manage to get Bootleg away from the zone, and it's just like a well coordination of specials, making sure that Bootleg doesn't even get close to the zone. The only disadvantage is that they're now throwing 2 Booyah bombs on the zone, which is a guarantee cap, but not necessarily that the Bootleg is going to be able to wipe the enemy team. Good pick on the end zap from the Dynamo, but losing that 1v1 to the bucket later managed to give Grisco Squad a little bit more of a window. Nice pick on Lina from Gigas with the Charger. That was amazing actually, very well anticipated. Nice work, Gigas. Now he goes again with the rain on zone. Bootleg doesn't have enough mobility to move now that the NZAP was flanking and pressuring with the armor. Here comes the Booyah Bomb. Here comes the Booyah Bomb trying to get the NZAP away from their side of the bridge. Now the Charger and the Heavy are together with the wall over there. They don't have much window to get back to zone. It's just like Grisco Squad knows what to do to keep Bootleg away. Now here comes the bucket flanking, but I don't know what happened. It seems like the bucket was just like, hey, I came here to pay a visit. How are you guys doing? And didn't get any picks on anyone else. Nice jump out of the Charger. Bootleg might actually get the cap on the zone if they don't get splattered for sure. Oh, here comes the bucket. Now he knows how to actually play a proper visit and splat everyone. Now just a Heavy stand in between Bootleg and the victory. Now 3 people are in the zone right now. Dynamo's trying to go with the Heavy, but it's not gonna be enough to get, and Grisco Squad managed to secure the second victory. You can see just from this results screen that the amount of pressure Grisco Squad was for flanking on the left compared to their perspective. They managed to not only be a very well present menace to Bootleg, but the fact that they managed to cancel the special so well makes them already kind of the winners of today's day in my book. Like, they had 3 Booyahs bootleg with 1 armor, while they had 2 Rains, I believe. And I don't remember if the CDS was actually custom, the structure was custom or not. But yeah, Rain, I'm assuming, Bomb Rush, and Armor. It was just like almost impossible to keep a good, to not lose control of the zone, even if you had to recap it later. Very well done. Unfortunately, because this is a play all 3 matches, Grisco Squad has already the advantage because they won 2 matches. Now, for the overall tournament, Bootleg needs to win at least 1 to increase the odds that on the following days, they actually manage to get more wins and then reduce Grisco Squad advantages on the tournament overall. So even though they lost 2, they had to keep their heads up and at least win this last one, which is, in my opinion, a cheesable one with the amount of Booyah Bombs that Bootleg has, but even more cheesable if you're running Arrow Spray. But that's just like something you see a little bit in solo queue and with some cheesy players. I need to stop saying cheese. Anyway, Gigas go back to the heavy. Yeah, I think I was right with the CDS, and now instead of the NZAP, they go for the junior. Thinking goes back for the NZAP instead of going for the K-Pro. He's just trying to get the first cap here. No one has gone down just yet. Unity avoided that bomb, but the Rain is applying a little bit more pressure. Something that the junior can possibly feint, but not going to get on a second Rain from the bucket. And it's a 2v1. At least the bucket went down. That's a good cap from the nice pick from the Dynamo. He was paying attention for the flame. That's good. Now he's exposing himself on the window. The heavy is aware of his position, so he's gonna Booyah to get the zone on the left side. Nice flick. I wasn't sure the Dynamo was gonna miss that, but no. Nice flick from the Dynamo. This is actually a pretty tense match right now. Bootleg's managing to now be the ones applying the pressure over this squad. The junior goes down right now. They don't have an armor to just use it to maintain more pressure. Dynamo is on fire today, getting the pick on the heavy. Here comes the Booyah Bomb trying to apply on the drop so they can actually keep the pressure away on Grisco Squad. Didn't still get the lead, but going from 100 to 75 was very important. It's a 3v2 right now. It's a 3v1 right now. Onzarvino managed to keep the zone with the CDS. The junior is waiting on the right window. He's aware of the flank. Onzarvino knows that he can flank, but he doesn't need it right now. Unfortunately, the spot bomb pushes his friends a little bit further. He can still flank if he doesn't get picked by this. It was just a matter of control of the zone. Nice pick, not from the bucket, but from the Booyah Bomb applying the pressure on the junior. I think the bucket got a little bit lost, and so did I, because I didn't know where the Dynamo went. So all fair and square here. Probably gonna see a push after the ammo. Maybe the heavy is gonna try to Booyah the zone a little bit so they can get control. Here comes a Booyah combo with the Rain coming from Grisco Squad. They're gonna try capping the zone. The junior tries to paint not only on the right. There's 2 Rains going on zone right now, but unfortunately the Dynamo and the junior spamming bombs managed to push him, get a little bit of a track so he doesn't get capped so easily. The bucket goes down, unfortunately. Here comes an armor push from Bootleg, trying to get control back in the zone. They still have the advantage at the time. The junior in the zone is just applying as much pressure as he can with the splat bombs. Here comes the Booyah Bomb from the Dynamo. The Booyah Bomb from Grisco Squad managed to get the pick on the Dynamo, but unfortunately they get a little bit of a penalty because of how well the Dynamo managed to throw its Booyah Bomb. Here comes the Booyah Bomb from the Heavy right now. It will not probably get the cap, but it will. It didn't buy any time as well. I was hoping for the neutralizer as well. The flank on the right side from Azardian now is finally managed to be successful. The Heavy is helping as much as he can. They're using armor to get the pick. They get 2, but unfortunately the Dynamo has not managed to get the cap or the punish on one. If Briscoe Squad managed to do it right now, they can just play it safe and get the match result right now. Let's see. And the Booyah Bomb was just too much as well thrown. Gets a good pick on the Dynamo. Gets a good pick on the Junior. Gets a good pick on the TDS. Nice triple from the Dynamo. Unfortunately, the zone is still under control of Briscoe Squad, and they still have to get a lot of penalty away. With 60 seconds remaining, it's still doable. They just cannot get splattered. That's basically it. Play safe. The armor right now. Nice pick from the Slapbone with the thinking. He got the nerves right now. He's thinking much more than any time. He's going for level 9,000 levels of brain power. The Bucket unfortunately gets a pick on 2, and it's now only the Heavy to secure the zone. He might be able to get the zone, but unfortunately Briscoe Squad caps it back, and the punishment of 40 goes back. One last push. It is still doable. They have 2 specials. They're gonna throw the Booyah. They might be able to cap it now, but now they are low on 2 specials. Only the NZAP needs to armor. They need to counter not only the armor from the Junior, from Briscoe Squad, but possibly a Rain and a Booyah Bomb that's already ready. They're not even close, and 2 go down from from Bootleg, and that's game for Briscoe Squad. I'm pretty sure I didn't know what I was thinking the whole match, but GG's to Briscoe Squad getting a 3-0 over Bootleg and being the MVP team, not MVP team, the very well deserving winners of the day 2 of this tournament. That was intense. I think I talked so much that I created an appetite for some very well-deserving food. While I get my breath, don't go away just yet. I'm gonna take a picture of the results when they finally come out for the remaining teams. We still have 2 more matches going on. Knowing Brother versus Top Squids. Painting 07 versus Splat Squids. While the other 3 matches we have the results. Cold Squid getting a 3-0 over Killing Squad. Inner Peace getting a 3-0 over Small Fry. And New Octo beating Conditeiros da Cebola with a 3-0. Today was an intense match. Today was an intense tournament with many good matches. With 2 teams still waiting the results. I'm gonna screen photo once they're done, and possibly Okay, so we just got now the final results for the match. I'm gonna be posting them on the stream, and the last team managed to get a 3-0 over Splat Squad. Very well deserving match, and the results are coming in shortly. Now, unfortunately, some of the teams here, especially on the top bracket, they are not necessarily the same on the last one. There were some new additions to the team. I remember saying that on the beginning of the clip, on the beginning of the stream, and it's kind of unfortunate. It's going to be a little bit hard to figure it out at the end with all the teams and like all the players, which one is the better one of the competitive scenario. Let me just 1 second here. Delete you. Yes. And delete you. Okay, now let's image. Where is it? Display capture image. Okay. Okay. Browse and okay, I got the results. Let's enlarge that. Actually, no. Full screen. No. Scale filtering. No. Transform. Fit to screen. No. Transform. Scratch the screen. Okay, managed to do it. And here are the final results. Grisco Squad 4-0 all over the tournament. Inner Peace, New Octo, Bootleg, No Ink Brother managed to get 3-1. I don't know exactly how well does the tiebreaker works because I don't understand why Bootleg is not on second place, but instead is in fourth. Then we have Top Squids, Splat Squad with Choo Choo, Skull Squid with 1-2, Small Fry 1-2. Yeah, this is a little bit weird because Challenge is not understanding the fact that maybe the buys did some stuff. But yeah, like it's a little bit odd with like a 0-3 here, while Small Fry has one victory and Cambiteiras da Cebola has one victory and Killing Squad has one victory and it's below Painting 07. It's a little bit odd, but that's the results that I'm getting from Challenge. Um, this is the yeah. So yeah, this is gonna be the end of day two. I congratulate all the teams for playing their best. I appreciate all the matches in general with a good display of skills from everyone, and I'm still a little bit salty with the first round with four rollers against the team that was actually trying their best. I'm still a little bit salty, and I think that they were as well. They are deserved. But yeah, Cusco Squad takes Supreme Champion of today. Inner Peace is the worthy adversary. Maybe next time, New Octo. That's how the challenge is working. This is how the final results are. See you in the next week for the next day of the tournament. Bye!